What's up? We got Arrow Season 4, Episode 22, Lost in the Flood. So this episode starts off with Oliver and Diggle busting in on Damien Dark with his full magic, and he tries to shoot him with an arrow, but his full magic just turns the arrow into dust, and then Diggle tries to shoot him, but that turns into dust as well. And Dark's like, you really thought, if you thought arrows could defeat me, turn into arrow, you thought arrows turn into dust? What did you think lead could do? Yeah, Diggle, what did you think lead could do? So they try to fight him, but so gets away and reveals that he is Felicity's ex-boyfriend Cooper under working for him now. Weird that Cooper, of all characters, Felicity's ex-boyfriend. So Thea gets captured by Damien. So Merwin discovers Alex's dead body and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Felicity. I'm sorry, Thea. I liked him with you anyway." No, he didn't. He was a boring character. And then Felicity's like, "Hey, she can either whine or complain, or he can just get it over with." And he's like, "Getting it over with means doing something And he's like, we all have something we don't want to do." So he's like, "Okay. Here's the obedience drug." We don't actually see it, but so Oliver knows Thea's in danger, so they go down there, and that's when Thea reveals that Malcolm Merlin, as I said before, put the yellow pill obedience drug in her, and now she's against the Green Arrow and Spartan, and she's like, the intruders are here. And he's like, "Thea, you're not thinking right," and she's like, "Step back or I'll kill you." And he's like, "Thea, you're not thinking straight. You've been drugged." And she's like, so she tries to fight him. And he's like, and Diggle's like, "What's going on?" And Oliver's like, "Yellow pill." And he's like, "Oh, gee." And they got attacked. But so Ruby's like, "Hey, guys, you shouldn't trust the Green Arrow and Spartan because they're trying to endanger our happiness. But they're trying to save your lives. Ruby, you're the one endangering things." And they try to talk to them, and they're like, maybe they're under yellow pill, but they're under the being drug. They just know that the world is dangerous and bad, and they want it to be destroyed. Come on, people. If you think like that, if you think like the world's evil, it needs to be destroyed, then you're just wrong. The world may be evil, it may be bad, but you gotta fight through it, because if you fight through it, maybe you can make it a better place. But not this show. The show's just like, the world's evil, we have to destroy it to make a better place out of it. Just like Noah, and again, kicking my tripod. Just like Noah and the flood. But it got destroyed, the world got destroyed, but got rebuilt again. Dark basically wants to do that. So Donna, I gotta say, I don't like her character anymore. So Donna and Noah basically argue throughout the entire episode, and it's just like, because Felicity tries to say, so she's like, "Hey," and she's like, "What is he doing here?" And she's like, "We need his help to stop Rubik." Felicity's like, "We need to." They got Curtis too, because Curtis is awesome. And he's like, so then Donna shows up, and Donna's like, "What is he doing here?" And he's like, "She works with the Green." She doesn't reveal the Green Arrow's name, but she just tells Donna she works with the Green Arrow. And she's like, "How long?" For 3 years. 4 years by this point, because obviously 4th season, 4 years. And she's like, "You kept that from me? You lied to me?" And I'm just like, how could she not lie to you, Donna? And she's like, "Well, there's a Rubicon virus." And so Noah and Donna get into a fight. It's just like, this is not the time for this. Donna, I used to like you as a character, but now the writers have turned you into a bad character, just like they did Felicity. So they get into a fight and and So then Cooper's like, "Hey, Felicity," and he's like, "Who's that?" And she's like, Coop, her ex-boyfriend. He's like, oh, I remember him. Yeah, and he's like, and Chris is like, Ray, Cooper, Ray, Oliver. How many guys have you been with, Felicity? And yeah, so they're able to defeat him, but yeah. So back in the back in the place where they're captured, they're able to, yeah. They're like, yeah, hey, what's up here, you know? And he's like, hey, Thea, and Oliver gives some quote about how Thea's better than this, and may the world may be evil and bad, but Thea's better than this, and that what she says breaks her at her, and he's like, and he's like, are you gonna kill me, Oliver? And she's like, no, Thea's gonna, because you drugged her. And he's like, yeah. And Lion Matron's like, hello guys, if you don't tell me your dark is, I'm gonna kill his wife and his daughter. So, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, Lion Matron's an ex-boyfriend of Thea who killed Alex. And it's like, she wouldn't have to kill Alex if Ruth Vay didn't drug him like Malcolm did her. And he's like, I know he's for bad parenting right now, but yeah. So they're able to stop it. But yeah, they're able to save Nora Dark because Ruth Adams died. And she's like, hey, Oliver gang, Malcolm Merlin I'm willing to consider. He's like, hey, Felicity. And he's like, we're all fine. We got Thea. Everything's fine. She's like, yeah, we're going to have a bigger problem. So yeah, so back with the Donna Smoke duo. After Donna's like, hey, Cutler, get out of here. And never come back. I don't care for Donna anymore. I'm gonna say it. She kind of became a boring character when she started dating Quentin. Because first off, she was comic relief of the show that was only brought in to bring comedy. But anytime she's in this season, I'm not laughing. It's not funny. It's just nothing. She's not funny anymore. So yeah. So Felicity's like, I'm guessing her dad just got kicked out. Her dad just got kicked out. Okay, so anyway, that was the episode. It was okay. The one thing I really did like about the episode was Donna Smoke. And that's usually not the case because I'm usually bashing against Felicity in these episode season review and the season 4 episode review. But Donna was, man, she was the worst. I just don't care for her anymore. And if she doesn't appear next season, not good because we'll miss her, but good because the season kind of lost any credibility for her as a character because her relationship with Quentin is what? She and Quentin only went on like one date and their official went on like one met at a bar and then she started calling them boyfriend and girlfriend and then they started dating off screen. Like her and Quentin's relationship didn't matter to the show at all. What's up with you? What's up with your show? You introduce Quentin and you introduce Quentin all the way back in season 1. In season 4, you have him meet a girl named Donna, and you don't show them like making out or kissing or anything. This is bad as the Thea Alex relationship. This is so bad. That's because if you're gonna say that we're meant to care about the Donna Quentin relationship, have them go on dates, have them do something at least. But no, they showed up one time as a couple, and the rest has been just like minor point. Donna just isn't my favorite character anymore. I'm gonna say back in season 3, she would appear like randomly, and it was kind of interesting to say, oh, Donna's here. But season 4 is just like, oh, let's cram her into every episode because now that she and Quentin are dating, she has to be crammed into every single episode. Like every single episode, it's just her and Quentin. Like season 3 didn't have that. Season 3 was just her appearing sporadically. But season 4 was like, oh, we know people like Donna Smoke, so we're gonna push her into every single episode because they like her so much, even though she's not that funny. Yeah, that was meant to be the character comedy, but in this season, she didn't do anything that made me laugh. She did nothing that made me laugh. Back in season 3, when she first appeared and did something funny, I found her funny. But this season, I didn't find her funny at all. And her yelling at her ex-husband was just and her saying, "Oh, you lied to me, Felicity." I just don't get her anymore. But anyway, that was it for this video. And I'll see you next time for the season finale of Arrow. Hopefully this season ends with a good note. Because its singing chord has been... Actually, I'll say it in the next episode, which is the review for the episode and the season as a whole. But anyway, that was it for this video. See you next time.